Hey guys, thanks for joining me today. We're going to be looking at this little effigy set here. These sets of effigies, I've got some on-site videos where we collect these. I'll leave a link in the description there, but these are multi-piece sets that come together. A lot of times at my site they're glued together. You can see that this one is just a small little bird effigy. These are a couple different things, and we'll go ahead and go over this one individually. And we'll put them together, and just to give you a hint, I think this is going to be the mammoth here, and this might represent his ear at some level, but you can actually see how the paint kind of links together, and I'll give you a close-up on how these fit together. You can see this type of technology all over America in large, big boulders where things fit together like this as well. You can see how it's really grooved out and how the paint, it's just like an outline of this stone right here on there, and the paint kind of continues over. It's really neat, and so you can see how this perhaps represents the mammoth there. Maybe this could represent the ear for the mammoth, I'm not exactly sure. But taking a look at that there with them together, you can kind of see what's going on there. Go ahead and give it a little flip so we can just kind of interpret this together. I haven't studied this a whole bunch or anything. You know, we do this research together, guys. If I have to do it, you have to do it too. There are some really neat petroglyphs on here as well, as you can see. This was pulled right out of a cache, right out of the clay pack, so it is very fresh, hasn't been damaged or anything. Like most of my artifacts are, I take really good care of these. So we can see that there's a little bird head here with its beak and the crest, and then you can actually see the eye for him still carved in. And then what I've noticed is that this actually can turn into a tail of a bird as well. And it's just a little small one, and these little small ones, they're very detailed as well. They have portraits and things on them too. As you might be able to start spotting some of them out right away here. So I'm seeing an exterior image, kind of ignoring this tab. You can see how this is the nose and then the red eye with the fellow with the long chin. Very neat one. And I have my black light out here too, so we'll kill this light in a minute and we'll go ahead and take a look at it with the black light, because we'll be able to see a lot more of the carvings and the details. Let's go ahead and take a look at this one just around here. We're seeing a large eye in there for this one. You can see maybe hair, maybe just a portrait on the top as well. So thanks for joining me for this, guys. I hope you are having a wonderful day. Where I picked these up at, I found several of these different styles, or different stone types rather, but the exact same style. So this is also just a bird this way too. It's so many different things and birds in different directions, but that's the way that this art works. You can see how there's little paint marks and things like that in there for the eyes. So it's more of a high level stone, and you guys know that I don't do a lot of the high level stuff anymore. You can see how the detail for the eye is. And the reason why I don't is because you guys can't see it. It takes practice to see it, and if you can't see it, then I'm just going to look like a crazy person, you know? Usually when there's one elephant, there's several elephants, so it's kind of like a theme of elephants. And I'm seeing some exterior images as well. But this is a really beautiful piece of sandstone is what this is. I don't think that this effigy fits anywhere else except for in this bare spot here. So we'll go ahead and stick him back in there and see. Let's see how he fits in there just perfectly, and we'll go ahead and take a look at the whole thing together. Maybe we can figure out what he might be. Might just be dual birds. This may be able to stack up here as well, perhaps, but really I think it just fits right inside here. I sent some of these effigy sets out to some friends if you guys emailed me. I've got a really nice set that I sent out. I hope to see it get interpreted. Really beautiful, really neat artifact here. Let's go ahead and turn off our light and we'll throw it on the black light. Take a look at it there. So with the black light, we'll be able to see some more of the paint markings. Let's just go ahead and look at one. You definitely see a lot more of the carvings, and the one carving that I want to show you is, I believe, on this side. Let's take a look. Okay, so there it is. So right inside of here, there's going to be a carving for an eye. This is the fellow with the hat. We can tilt him away and pull out some of those facial features. You can see how the eye gets a little rounder, and if I wasn't using both my hands right now, I'd zoom in a little bit, but all the little details, like jeweler's specifications, are in there. They're carved very delicately and cleanly. Now, not every mark on here that you'll find is going to be a petroglyph. Some of this is algae. There is some algae still remaining on this. These are all pulled out of a lake, or pulled out of a creek rather, pardon me. And the creek is overflowing right now, so I've been trying to take as many as I can that are at risk of being destroyed. Because once they get washed out from the clay, the paint is going to just, you know, wear off of it. So I think what we have here is the elephant. We can see that right there, there's a black eye for him. And, you know, not an elephant, but perhaps a mammoth, some kind of trunked animal. But if you look in that face there, I believe that this does represent the ear. Once it sits in this spot correctly, now that I see it in the black light, I can see how the ear is kind of pushed back. And you can really see the eye for that mammoth pretty well. It looks, some of these things just look almost too lifelike to believe. But now that I see this here with this guy sitting right on there, I can see that that would be a 3D ear for this mammoth just roaming through. Very cool. All right, guys, that was a pretty long video for just such a small artifact, but thanks for joining me for it, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.